So this is an attempt at doing breakdown of Derek Talton's version of Glory to His Name. I will try and break it down chorus by chorus. I've tried to copy his style as much as I can. It's not down to every last nut and bolt, but some of it's pretty close, and I'll try and focus on the concepts that you need to develop in order to play it, because there's more to it than just if you just copy it straight note for note without understanding the concepts. You won't be able to bring those concepts as easily to a different song, which is what it's all about. So go look up the melody, Glory to His Name. So take some traditional version and really check out the melody, because Derek expands it a bit. The first thing you need to practice in order to make it is the fundamental foot and left hand comp of this song, and there are 3 patterns. The song is in B flat, and it's the bass, the foot will play on the first and third beat of the bar. The left hand will be doing the 2s and 4s. So foot is bass drum, left hand is snare drum. And the first most simple bass snare pattern, or left foot, left hand, is foot plays on the 1, hand plays 2, foot plays 3, hand plays 4. So on and so forth. And a pattern like this can be then moved to any key, any chord. Practice it in all keys, just by simply going the 1 chord, C major, 4 chord. The bass plays the 1 and the 5 of the scale. And when you've got that one down, then practice the second of Derek's patterns, which is more like the hi-hat comp. And then the final one, which he uses quite often, I think I've heard quite a few of the gospel players do this. And just double check the camera. Quite a few gospel players do it, and that is, you play, it's almost like a flam or ghost note. And he will use it to accent the melody. So before the melody note comes, he will throw in the ghost note, usually one note, and then two chord notes. In various shapes or form. You can basically just hit a ghost, just tap the keys. Practice that a lot. When you've got those two under your belt, then you can start attacking the first chorus. The intro is which is it's a blues run of the major pentatonic scale. It's a minor pentatonic with a 6 instead of the flat 7. And then comes the melody. He will play the melody more or less harmonized with 3 notes. So practice that until you can do it. And the chords will be, it's a B flat, then it's either, you can see it as an E flat 6 or a C minor chord. Really doesn't matter. E flat to the C minor, B flat, E flat, B flat. So it comes out of harmonizing the scale. There are some different solutions to harmonizing the scale. Use the one, find one that you like and stick with it. Can use either G minor or B flat depending on the color you want. So once you practice that, you need to add this line. The bass line goes, it's a tenor counter line that goes B flat, A flat to G, and it's the tonic, or the 1, the 7, the flat 7, and the 6, related to B flat. Derek uses this counter line. You will find that he uses it very often. This one is used at the end, I think, of the first chorus as well. He will also use this movement. This is an E flat 6, and underneath you place G and B flat. It's part of an E flat triad. Now it's in E diminished, B chord, B6, you will need to practice this move. B flat, C minor, E diminished, B chord, third inversion. He uses this very often. Then at the end comes a movement. You can play it simple or complex. From the bottom, E, B flat, E again, D flat, C, B flat, D flat, C. And then F triad, F tritone, E flat, G, E flat, A, 7, 3, double the 7, play the melody, resolve the B chord, then it's B flat, F, D, A flat, F, D, A flat, E, D flat, G, E flat, C, G flat, D, B flat, F, with B flat on top. Very common move. So that whole end phrase comes after you played G, E flat, slide the D flat to D with F over, and then comes from the bottom E, B flat, E, D flat, play the melody line, F tritone, play a bit more complex by having an inner line going on in the left hand. And then A, G, B, and then resolve to the B chord. That movement needs a lot of practice. You have to make it automatic. Before you've mastered it, you can simplify it by not doing the movement in the left hand. Then it goes into the bridge. And this move, you're coming from a G minor chord into a C chord, and you go from the 1 to the 3. 1 of G minor, F sharp, F, E, which is a third of the C chord. I'm not copying it exactly right now. I'm just trying to show the concept. So Derek will play a lot of lines which can go from 1 of one chord, the 1 of one chord, to the 3 of another chord. G minor, C, F, B, etc., so on and so forth. At the very end of the first chorus, he will, after having done this, that's one way of ending it. And another one is where it goes and it'll come after this movement. That is B flat, F sharp, A flat, F, G flat, E flat, D and F. And the last thing he does in the first chorus is an it's an F augmented chord. It's got the 9 in there as well. and then we're on to the next chorus. So I'll stop the tape and have a listen to the second chorus before I break it down. So by this should have given you the individual elements that make up the first chorus. With this you should be able to slow down on YouTube and more or less understand the elements that he's doing.